It's your boy J Quack, Coach Quack, once again with another episode of Undefeated Sports. I'm with my main man,
Deuce.
All right, here we go. So, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you. So, have you went trick or treating?
I have went trick or treating.
Where all did you go?
I went to Ash. I went to LSU. I went to Auntie Joyce's house and Uncle O, and I went to Cousin Kim and Tiffany's house.
So you had a pretty good time.
I had a pretty good time.
Now, I'm gonna say this here, and we won't be long. Man, you can't eat all that candy.
Can't.
You cannot eat all that candy. We've been working to stay in shape, so we don't want to go backwards, right?
I don't.
All right, well, you look like you're tired. Look like you've had a wonderful weekend. So we're going to let you get out of here. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right? Love you, buddy.
Love
See you
you
later
too.
on. See you later, all right? All right, be good. Get out of here.
All right.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's get right to it. Here we go. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Coach O. But we're going to talk about high school football. Let's start off with some scores, then we'll talk about the reclassification, and we'll jump right into it, okay? So we see that McDonald 35 beat Sophie B. Wright. Cy Academy, they fell short to Booker T. Ruston beat West Feliciana, which was kind of, I was expected. Southern Lab, just wanted to throw that out there, 68-6, they beat up on Central Private. And Manny just came to play against Bunkie 73-28. Grant beat up on Slaughter Community 52-8. Acadiana peaking at the right time. They beat up on Barb 42-0. My old school Northside, they fell short to Westgate 58-8. That game was a lot closer, but they kind of pulled away in the second half. And we got a Vols and Menard. That game was 30-0 at halftime, and it stayed like that. So Menard played tough the second half. They got a really solid defense. Got to figure out how to move the ball on offense. Marksville and Gina just rolled Marksville. It's been a real rough year for Marksville. Hopefully they get things going. Caldwell, Buckeye pulled one out against Caldwell, which was unexpected. Here's the big one: St. Thomas More over Karen Crow. St. Thomas More over Karen Crow, which is interesting down there. Things are really shaping up with one more regular season week of high school football. Leesville wins the district, beating Tioga. They beat DeRidder. DeRidder faced Peabody. Leesville has won a district championship again. That running back is really, really, really good. That score was 34-7. DeRidder, which is a good. That game went back and forth between DeRidder and Peabody. The running back still had 230 yards. He is 200 yards away from becoming an all-time leading rusher at Peabody, and he's, I think, 170 yards from 2,000 yards on the whole season. So good luck to that kid right there. Pineville played real tough against West Monroe. The score was 12-30. Negative Central been having a good year, but this is the time you got to start winning, Negative Central. You can't slip right now. You played against Halton. Halton put something on you, 35-7. Shout out to the people in Naggers. Ednica, Bell Chase, they beat Bell Chase 27-0. Ash played a really tough game. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to JT for those guys over at Ash, those freshmen. They really had, I'm a big-time freshman. I believe in playing freshmen early. Shout out to those guys that played as freshmen in that varsity big game and a district game. Calico Baton Rouge, they fell to Woodlawn. What we got? St. Aug, my alum. Shout out. Alum, we finished it. We did what we needed to do. 21-9 over Archbishop Shaw. We'll talk about the Catholic League. All right, guys, so here we go, man. With the reclassification that took place, all type of things have happened. Karen Crow will be moving up to 5A. We got what we wanted. Etna Carr's going to move up to 5A. Warren Easter stayed in 4A. They stayed in 4A. McDonald 35 is going to go up to 4A. Booker T, which is pretty good. You got to watch that matchup because Booker T might surprise and shock some people, not during 4A. But it from the outside looking in, you think it's just going to be a two-man race between Neville and Warren Easton every other year. But somebody's going to show their face somewhere down the road. Shout out to Washington Marion for beating LaGrange. That was a big win for Coach down there, for Coach Sullivan down there. Shout out to him on that one. So, guys, we're going to dive right in. What we really wanted to talk about is Coach O at LSU. Shout out to the Tigers, man. Not having enough guys to compete at practice where from inside out, guys are just completely disengaged. Now, I don't know if they were supposed to let him go the way they did after a win from Florida because it kind of showed doesn't matter what you did, it just wasn't good enough. Well, I think they should have waited a little bit further down the road, or they just wanted, they could have been honest with him and maybe not kind of did that to the kids. Now, piggybacking that right there, guys, is that the kid Aaron Anderson and Edmund Carr, who decommitted from LSU, kind of throwing Coach O out there, saying Coach when Coach O left. Let me tell all you young guys out there, man, you commit to the program and you commit to your education. You commit to your name, you commit to your parents, you have a commitment to yourself. When you make that, don't lose focus of the bigger picture. Again, I said this on the last show. Coach O gonna be all right. He got 17 million reasons why Coach O will be okay. Don't get that twisted. So Aaron, for a young man who's trying to find his way, don't lose sight of your educational purposes, focusing on what Coach O gonna do. Coach O was doing what's best for him and his family. I suggest you do what's best for you. If that was the best move for you, man, we salute you and we wish you luck. But all the other guys that have committed to the Tigers, man, you stay the course. You go out there and you play for you and your family for that brand, no matter what it is. Now here we go. Some of the reason, which you all want, the reason why Coach O lost the team. I'll say this in short, is this here, guys. Be careful where you stand on views. Please be careful where you stand on views, because when you push those views off privately, the outwardly feelings start to show on the field. So be careful, whether it be Drew Brees and political views. Just be careful. I want to throw a little hot sauce in there, let you guys know to be careful where you are on views, because outside looking in, we're throwing so many different things, ladies, all this other miscellaneous stuff that had nothing to do with Coach O. Nothing about no ladies. All those people throwing it out there has nothing to do. Now, we're talking about Coach O. Howard Walker is going to stay committed to LSU. I saw the guys say, was it Arch Manning? Was it Howard Walker? We're the only university in the country where you guys keep saying we can have multiple quarterbacks, multiple five-star quarterbacks. Oklahoma showed you that. Alabama shows you that. Texas showed you that. Stop that. They can come and have an internal competition and everybody still have success. In Alabama, my main man, Alabama guy, pointed out to me, man, we have a long list of guys from multiple schools in Louisiana, where the UL, Tech, LSU, where running backs have had success in the NFL. Stop saying you can't have multiple good quarterbacks there. So just keep that in mind. In closing, guys, man, salute to Dave Aranda. That's gonna be that will be the next LSU head coach. Now you heard it from here. Shout out to Noah Bouye, man, with the offer from Vanderbilt, Marshall, Sam Houston. Shout out to you, man. Keep balling. Every week I say the 6'2.5", 220-pound middle linebacker, Lancaster from New Orleans and everything. He's balling. Don't come late on the radar, man. And in closing, to clear the record up for all the people who keep debating me on Cam Newton. In 2015, when Cam Newton was the league's MVP, he had Steve Smith, Greg Olson, Ted Ginn Jr., Jonathan Stewart. He had a total of 11 Pro Bowlers on that team, which is equivalent to what Tampa and some other teams look like, which helped him become extremely successful. When given the players and put the tools around him, he showed he can be successful. He's a 10-year guy. You ain't got to tell me on the downside. You do anything consistent for a long period of time, but he's only 32 years old, so he still may have 4 or 5 good years left in him. He still can spin the ball. So don't tell me about he ain't got nothing left in him when you don't give him the tools to be. You wouldn't want to be at your job and not have the tools to properly be effective. So give him the tools to properly be effective, man, and then you'll see the results. Put him on whatever team that has the, Lamar Jackson doesn't have all that he needs to properly be successful, not even like Patrick Mahomes has, though. So fairly judge him. Don't just pass judgment on him like that. You imposing your personal opinion off on Cam Newton, because I have his stats and all his numbers right here. His 2018 stats were equivalent to his 15 stats. He had a 94 QBR rating. So cut it out. All right, man. This your boy, Coach Croc. I love you. I'm going to see you soon. Happy Halloween to you, man. God bless you. Like, share, and subscribe, man. We'll see you next week. I'm out. Holla.